Okay, I'm back. I'm back, people. It's almost 11 o'clock. It took forever to get that video uploaded because I had to do it on my tablet. And this is Gloria Harlow Drummond. And as I said earlier, I thought that I was finished with that, all that. But the Lord spoke to me and said, "It'll be okay." He said, "You need to finish the dream and also tell him about the baby that you lost and go in detail about it." And I did. I did. My heart's still kind of pounding from that. And to all my subscribers, this has been very, very painful. But I'm doing it because the Lord wanted me to. The Lord, and I have to obey the Lord. So, all right. Now that that's out about the baby that we lost. Okay. Again, welcome to my channel. You're always welcome to my channel. And again, I will tell you all that I had said I was going to be doing my live series, and this is this goes beyond my live series. This is the beginning of my this was the beginning of my sorrows, big time. So, all right, now back to when we were at the grave, and I was talking to his mother, and then we went to his dad's grave, and we stood there a while at his dad's grave too. And then after that, he was trying to console me, because see, that was some of the things that I had talked about in the dream to you about the loss of our baby. And you just kept shaking your head, you know, like, how could my mother do that? How could she not tell me about that? But yeah, she wouldn't believe it. She would not believe it. It couldn't be Roy Mitchell's baby. It couldn't be, because he was sterile at that time. But it was. I'm going to say this again. I never ever cheated. Never. I never ever cheated. But anyway, okay, let's get back to the dream, okay? Because I think about that and it makes me want to cry again. But okay, then after we left the cemetery, we went back. Some of it's kind of, you know. We went back to the house. We were gonna go out. We were gonna get something to drink. You know, just get us something to drink that time. And see, this was after we left Mattoon and we went back. I think after we went back to Sullivan is when. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get, because my faculties are kind of, you know, after all that. After we left Mattoon, we went back to Sullivan. You said, "You want to go back to Sullivan?" I said, "Sure." I said, "I'm not under no curfew or nothing." Or so we went back to Sullivan then, and then you said, "Well, you want to go back to the house for a little bit." You said, "My daughter won't mind it, and she might not even be home." You said, "I don't know." So we went back to the house then, and we continued talking and talking and talking and talking. And I remember you said, "Well, we can make some coffee." And I said, "Well, let me help you." And we made coffee. And it seemed like that I told you that it has to be decaffeinated for me. And I don't know if all you had was the regular coffee. I don't remember that part. I don't remember. I just know that we made a pot of coffee, and we were kind of laughing about certain things, trying to get off of the bad stuff, and we were kind of laughing about some things. And but anyway, okay, so then I'm going to go on now to another part. We had started seeing each other. I'm going to go kind of be going around in circles, but it is still the dream. It's still the dream. We had started seeing each other. See, the dream is like it was in fast forward, kind of like, you know, picture after picture, you know, flash after flash of things. But we had started seeing each other, and you met all my family. You met Joyce, and you met Jordan, and then you met the two guys that live here, my very dear friends. And I'll tell you all, if I get to talk to you, I'll tell you all about all that. Oh, I've got a story to tell on that too, believe me. But anyway, you met everybody and stuff. But anyway, I know that we spent a lot of time reminiscing, and we took a trip down Broadway a few times and around by Gill's. Gill's is no longer open, and we're hoping somebody buys it. But we went like we used to do, you know, went around and around. We didn't listen to any music, I don't think. If we did, it was gospel music. WLS is no longer. It's an all-talk station now. It's an all-talk station. But anyway, we just rode around kind of like we used to do, and we went parking again just to talk, and just be, you know, just for the peace and the quiet, you know, and but anyway, all right then, we just, you know, we kept getting closer and closer, you know, and everything, and as time went by, I don't think it was too awful long, you know, because we, like I said, we don't know when the Lord's coming. It wasn't too awful long after that. Well, anyway, I don't know about the ring that you get, the set that you bought for me. I still never did know what you did with the wedding ring. I don't know if we did. I don't know if we discussed that or not in the dream, in my dream. I don't know, because we talked about so much stuff. I mean, so much stuff. And I hadn't stayed up late like that for a good many years, you know. But we just spent a lot of time just talking, and you telling me about your experiences through the years, and I was telling you more about the guys I had married, you know, like substitutes, you know, the guys I had married, what I had went through those marriages, you know, and just things like that. But anyway, and I still don't know where the church, in the dream, I don't know where the church was at. I don't know. I'm not sure where the church was. It was a nice little building, and it was big. It had like a little kitchen in it, and a decent size sanctuary for a few people. And anyway, it got close to where you had proposed. Now remember, now this is the dream. In the dream, I'm supposed to tell it all. You had proposed, and you had a really pretty engagement ring you gave me, and so I'm supposed to say it all. I'm supposed to get it all out. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And so we got married in my little church, in the little church. I don't know what minister married us. It might have been a minister from over there that you knew or something. I don't know. I don't know that. I just know that we got married in my little church. We got married there. All of your family were there, all of mine. Madonna came back. She had moved back to Florida. She even came back for the wedding. I met so many people that I had never met before, and everybody was so happy. You know, the people that knew the story, and it takes me back to Joel Osteen. And I don't watch him anymore because he's leading people down the wrong way. It's all about money and prosperity. All your riches here on earth and not in heaven. But it goes back to what he had said. You know, people could be apart 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more. And, you know, then somehow they get reunited. Some of what Joel said, I went along with. A lot of what he said, I went along with. But anyway, we found out, though, that him and Victoria was more into the riches here on earth and not the treasures in heaven and everything. So, but anyway, there's just so many parts again to the dream. There's so many parts. And My daughter, she has a bad nerves too, but she sang at the wedding. She sang at the wedding, and it was something. And then we had our little what do you call it? After the wedding, I can't even think of the word. You know, where there's food there, you know, and all that, and pictures were taken, you know, and all that. Everybody was flashing cameras and cell phones, you know, taking all kinds of pictures and stuff, you know, and the reception, yeah, wedding reception, yeah. But there wasn't a whole lot of people there. In the dream, I would say probably maybe 40 people, maybe 30 people. That wasn't a whole lot of people. I remember how nervous I was, and you said, "Oh, it's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll get through it." And we did, you know, and that pretty much sums it up. I mean, there's a couple of other things too, but I'm pretty much drained, pretty well drained from that one I did a while ago. It just, but yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more now about that. The loss of the baby. A very, very hard time. And like I said, when I had my nervous breakdown, that doctor had me so full of medicine. It's just unreal. Well, they finally pulled I think they finally pulled his license, I think. His name was Dr. Sudakant. That was his name. His name was Sudakant. And he wasn't doctoring me for the right. He wasn't doctoring me for my anxiety disorder. He was doctoring me for depression. For depression. Yes, I was depressed, but I had the anxiety, really, really, really bad anxiety, panic attacks, you know, and yeah, I think they finally pulled his license, you know, and yeah, now I'm going to say exactly what Steve said to the doctor. My subscribers, please forgive me now for saying this, okay? And it's not anything that bad, but when he told Steve he was going to put me, I'm going to have to put Gloria somewhere. Oh, it's almost, okay, that's all right. Steve told the doctor, he said, like hell you will. You're not putting my wife anywhere. He said, and the doctor said, well, I can override you because she's mentally unstable. And Steve said, no, you won't. You won't put her, you will not put her in a place. You won't. You're the one that messed her up with all the medicines and stuff you gave her. And I even had bad side effects. One night he was even in the room. The doctor was in the room, and my shoulder started twitching really, really bad. And he said she's having a reaction to one of the medicines, so that they knew what to do to give. They gave me a shot for that. Many times he'd be in the room. The doctor would be in the room talking to me, and he'd fall asleep. He'd fall asleep. You know. But anyway, I kind of got off a little bit. But I just wanted to share. Well, everybody's going to be seeing the video. I mean, too. So I just wanted to share that. I love all of my subscribers, and no, I'm not crazy. I finally got straightened out through the years. I'm okay now. Still a little nutty at times, but trying to joke a little bit. But anyway, now that we know what my illness was, it's a panic disorder. It's a generalized social anxiety disorder is what it is. Donnie and Marie Osmond both they both have it. You know, and lots of people have that. It doesn't mean a person's crazy. You know, I mean, so, but anyway, I think I pretty much summed up the dream. I think pretty much. There's a little more, but I don't think I need to say any more about it. I think I've said enough. I think. But I'm gonna say this again. It has taken a lot of courage for me to do this one, even more so than part 3. But this will be well, I'm just going to say the rest of part 4, part 5, on here, on my, the most important thing before we have to go. The category is not comedy, and I didn't know how to set that, but my daughter